Hey, all you guys out there in YouTube land, Chibi here. Excuse the clothing. I'm literally in my PJs. I've been working on some doll stuff that I'll probably be doing a wine and dollies about soon, and you'll probably see like stuff posted on my Instagram well before that actually shows up. So, I wanted to do this tag that I just found because when I'm doing stuff for my dolls, I also watch YouTube. If I run out of stuff on my subscriptions, I just look through the search BJD and most recently updated, and same thing for ball jointed doll, and just watch anything I find that looks interesting. So I'm hiding behind him right now because he was the closest thing to me. And I noticed that someone called Finn BJD, FENN underscore BJD, posted up a tag that they wanted to start about BJDs that they've sold away, and they called it BJD Sold Away Tag, is what he has in the video I'm looking over. I have it on my tablet. And I thought that could be really interesting from me. I'm going to sit this in his lap because wow, when I did that, all the light went on his face. Because I have bought and sold a lot of dolls in my time in the hobby, and anyone who knows, this is just my BJD book, so I thought I would go through the dolls I have owned and tell you anything I feel like is important about it or why I sold it, stuff like that. So, my personal opinion, I like to call these my gone but not forgotten dolls. That's what it says on my DOA under that tag. So, to start off, I will not know when I sold these or the order I sold them in, so don't ask that. I'm telling you who I sold in order of when I bought them, because that's how they're in my book. So, my second doll I ever owned was a Doll Zone Felony Girl that I bought from Junkie Spot. I bought her to be a companion to Sora, my Doll Zone Annie, and I just ended up not liking the face sculpt at all. It never spoke to me. I never really liked the character, never could connect to her. So I ended up reshelling her, and her current shell is a mini Fee Luca. So that girl was gone. My third doll was a Doll Zone normal pink Helen, and I could not stand the body she was on. She's not on the same body as my Doll Zone Claire, and I could not stand her body. Her face fit the character some at the time, but now that the character's changed, because sometimes when I change a sculpt of a character, it kind of changes their personality a little bit. But I just couldn't stand her body. It just annoyed the crap out of me. And I couldn't even tell you what Doll Zone body it has, but it's long such been discontinued. Let's see, that was my third, fourth, fifth. So my fifth doll, I'm not going to do this much longer because I'll forget the number, was an Illusion Spirit XUN, Ixen normal pink boy. This was a doll that was pookie sized, except for did not have the posability. You can probably go back and look at some of my first BJD videos and see him. I really just didn't connect with him. He was supposed to be a character that is now a little Fee Vampire Chiwu Dreaming sculpt. It was an event faceplate. So yeah, he was just too small to be the character he's supposed to be. He was really, really cute though. If he had had better posability, it probably would have kept him a little longer, but I doubt I would have kept him too long because I couldn't even keep my Pookie. So, going on. Here we go. So, I sold a Doll Zone 70 centimeter Wing 2 pink skin. That was the original Draco. Draco is now a Midgie doll Gina on an actual Midgie doll body. And it was again the body I didn't like on that. The face, I'm still to this day, like, feel like, oh, I love this face. Like, the head sculpt, I've always loved it. But the body just killed me, and at the time, I was not feeling the attempt to hybrid him, and I found someone who would trade him. So I traded that doll for my Zoom Adamelia, that then got shell hooves later on that I bought later. So, I also have rehomed most of my event dolls because I just never could connect with them or felt like they needed anything, or that I wanted to put the work into them to have them painted or paint them myself. So I've sold a Doll Zone 17 centimeter Deer Boy in white skin. I've also sold a Doll Zone Chinese Dragon Girl in normal pink skin. And those were those event dolls I'd gotten at various times buying from Doll Zone. I've rehomed a Resin Soul Me head on a wrong body in Sky Blue. I love saying that because it's RONG, not wrong. But I rehomed her because I could never find anything that I liked her to wear. I could never get a good wig on her. I kind of regret it now because now with what I'm able to do, like I'm working on yarn wigs and stuff, I could have made her something, and I think I would be really happy to have her now. I'd actually consider rebuying this doll completely as is. I just, at the time, I couldn't for the life of me do anything with her that just never worked. Nothing ever worked. She sat there with a random piece of tacked on fabric because just nothing worked with her when it came to just dressing her and putting a wig on her or anything. I don't know why. Just never could. And let's see. Next we have a Dika doll Zura with face up in white skin. That was the original Big Ash, and he is now something totally different that I don't want to try to remember the sculpt name of and body type that he is now. But that was the original Big Ash. I just found a head on the secondhand market that screamed Big Ash way more than that body did, or that doll did, so I just ended up reshelling him. And with that, I got an event head, which was a Dika doll shawl head. And, yeah. And I just rehomed that because it was a free event head that I didn't really want. Hey, look, I went a while without reselling anything. When I bought my two Angel of Dream dolls, my twins, I got 2 free heads. One which turned into Loki, and one which was an Angel of Dream goo, which actually has been given away to my friend. So, yeah. I have rehomed a Chiwu faceplate. It was, I had gotten the Little Fee Chiwu blue riding hood full set, and I just didn't want the faceplate because I was changing it out to the Vampire Chiwu faceplate, so sold that. That was just because I liked it better. Here's my Fairyland Pookie Pookie Durjeerling. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I had him. I just never put enough into him or her. I guess Poogie Poogies are kind of just universal. Whatever. I never came up with a character. Never came up with anything with it. Nowadays, I would actually like to get another one and get like one of those little, like, I don't even know what brand it is, but there's just like this little house at Target that looks so cute that a Poogie Poogie would fit in perfectly. But those dreams probably will never come to fruition. I just, dream about it every time I'm at Target and see that little house and keep hoping it goes on clearance. But they were just tiny. It didn't fit into my story. I didn't see a reason to keep it. I had an Obitsu Gretel head. Just never did anything with it, so I finally sold it one day. Because didn't really feel anything from it. It just kind of existed. I don't know if I've sold anything after that. I could just be scrolling through pages that are never going to say sold on that. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. I had a Hujo Yomi, Y-O-M-I, full set that I sold. It's just one of those big-headed Hujos that are made of ABS plastic. Sold that because I just didn't like it. It was not my thing once I got it in my hands. I had a long sole Z-Ixa head. I have a long sole Z-Ixa full set. That's one of my 5 main characters in that 5 group. And with the event that I bought her through, you got a free head. And so originally I was going to take that head and paint it something different so she could have 2 swappable heads. But then I just was like, no, I just would rather have the money to buy something else. So that got sold. And I think we should be past anything I've ever seen. Yes, okay, so I haven't sold anything else. So those are all the things that are easily written in this book. I could have missed something because some of it's written in tiny print, or I've only sold one part of it but not the other. Oh, I've sold a Ringdoll Darkside Julia head because that one has a because I really wanted everything that had to do with that full set. The scythe you could buy extra for her, and all this stuff. I just didn't want the head, and I had a Peakswood Blue Bride head to put on it. So I literally just bought it for the full set and everything, and then sold that. I think it was 2 heads, actually. And replaced it with the Blue Bride head, which is still, oh, I love it. It's nice and stained where the wig is. Lovely. It's horribly stained from where the wig is because for whatever reason, Ringdoll has black head caps sometimes. And you would think someone would learn to put wig caps on, but no. So, whatever. That is who is sold, and just as a small FYI, I am considering reshelling my AOD twins. So I don't know if or when that will ever happen, and I would probably at the very least, sell one of them, but probably both of them, because I don't know what I'd do with the doll after. But I just have not committed to any other ones because they're twins, which means if I resell them, I'm buying 2 identical dolls, which is a lot of money. And I really, really, really don't want to get rid of my twin. I don't want to get rid of the twins I have and then resell them just in case the resell doesn't work. Or that the resell doesn't take on those characters and wants to be something else. And I just don't want to lose those and then be mad that I got rid of those when I could have just kept them. So there's that. And I think when it comes to selling, outside of that, I'm kind of done. I've hit the point where most of what I have, to me, isn't worth selling. Like, I could sell them, but at this point I'm just kind of having fun with them. So why? Like, this guy, I've thought of selling him multiple times. I think I've mentioned this multiple times, so he's just not worth selling. He's not worth enough to make it worth my time to sell him. And kind of a preview of what I'll be talking about later. Oh, the freaking hot glue. It's a hot glue wig cap. So you can kind of guess what my next wine and dollies might be about. Oh, also you got to see that lovely horn. One of 2. But I just don't really see myself selling anyone except for the twins. Because I don't see it. I fight with the 2 of them. I love their heads, but they're white-skinned, and I don't like their bodies. So the white skin isn't the bad part. It's the fact that I think finding a good body in white skin that would also match. I know white's not as hard to match as like normal skin because there's so many more tones, but white's one of those weird colors where if yours is just a little bit dirtier, older, or dingier, it quickly doesn't match. And so, I don't know, I've thought about just giving them new bodies, but then I have to deal with hybriding and praying that the hybrid works. So it would probably be like, buy one body, see if it works. Oh, it does work. Now I have to buy another one and pay for shipping again, or find another one on the secondhand market, blah, blah, blah. And all that fun jazz. And I'm just, I don't know. I'm on the fence, and there are other things I want to do doll-wise. It's literally their bodies that drive me crazy, because they have the, like, their characters should have much more shapely, sexy bodies to go with their character and what they do in the circus, freak show. What am I saying? I don't know. So that was my response to the BJD Sold Away Tag, or what I like to call Gone But Not Forgotten. I just thought that would be an interesting thing for my channel, considering I've been in the hobby so long that there are probably a lot of people who currently watch me who don't know that I've owned all these other dolls, or just haven't gone back and seen them, so it might be nice knowing who's gone. And if you have any questions about dolls, or if you think that maybe you want to know more about why I sold the doll, like if I really didn't like something about it or the body, or you're planning to get it and want to know my opinion, hey, ask me in the comments below, and I will try to answer to the best of my ability. But thanks for watching. Bye!